Hello, I'm going to go through the how to do frame by frame. I have two methods. Method one requires modified tool set, and method two doesn't. They're pretty much the same method. Hey, one's more convenient than the other. Well, hey, so basically it's up to you how you want to do this. But let me show you both methods, and I'm going to probably make this in a two-part video. So as you can see here, I have 3 copies of Anime Studio 10.1 beta, the copy, and Anime Studio 10. The copy is unblasted, okay, so that if something goes wrong, I can always pull it up and work on a file. So I'm going to go in and go to the Tools, Scripts, Tools. So on the bottom of my tool folder, I have Z1, Z2, Z3 to Z6. And the freehand, let's look at the freehand tool. If you go down here, okay, and this line of code here, if moho layer current action, then return true. Creating new objects in the middle of an action can lead to unexpected results. This is the modified tool. If I go and look at the freehand tool, the original one, and you'll see that that line of code returns false normally. So I've rewritten each one, put them on the bottom of my tool list, and changed this word to true. Okay. And basically that's what these question marks are, because I don't have any labels, any little icons for them. So what does that allow me to do? Okay. Well, it allows me to draw in a smartbone action. So let me set up a switch layer with a smartbone. Okay, and make the action. And I'm going to come here and I'm going to go down frame 6. Then I'm going to go down 6 frames, change it to layer 4, then layer 5, layer 6, layer 7, 6 more frames, and layer 8. Now, as you can see over here, that toggles through, and I'm going to turn the bone like that so that as you move the bone, you get that motion. Because I've modified the tool set, I'm going to go on to this layer 2 here, and I'm allowed to draw now and add points and even add shapes. So let's draw something here and hit enter. And now if I move down the timeline, okay, layer 3 becomes active. Now I can't see what I'm doing, so let's add some onion skins here. I want this on the so now I can see the last onion skin, and I went too far. There we go. So now I'm on layer 3. I can see the onion skin, and this time draw again, hit enter, move down, draw again, hit enter. As you can see, this goes kind of quite well. Now I'm going to use the add point tool, So I'm going to add some points. Now I'm going to have to hit the space bar to make the connection. And then I let go of the space bar and hit enter. But a funny thing happens. You get this tail, and I'm going to erase it. But also, this last point is always going to be a peaked. And you can't really change the curvature of it. So the only really workaround is to add some points to get rid of the peak if you need to. But you also notice when I add points on the timeline, I now have stuff going on as far as the curvature and stuff. But anyway, so let's, and I can keep going on like this, okay, but I want to make this short. So let's go back to the main line and see what we got. Get rid of the onion skins for the moment. Now I'm going to turn around and move. And as you can see, I got a frame by frame action going. Okay, so that's how to do it with the modified tools. So let's try it a different way. Yep. Let's go back and start all over, and I'm going to have a vector, and I'm going to hide that, and I'm going to make 8 shapes again. Now, of course, you can make as many as you want. So I'm going to start with layer 2, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to draw a shape there, hit enter. Now I can see what I've done last because I'm not going to hide anything. So there's my frame, next frame, next frame, next frame, next frame, and the last frame. So then I'm going to add everything to a switch layer. And I'm going to turn around and I'm going to make a smart bone. And I'm going to label this B2 for the moment because I don't want it to be confusing with B1. And I'm going to get rid of the bone strength thing. And I'm going to make it into a smart bone. And I'm going to come down here to layer 6. And I'm going to change that to layer 3. Then to layer 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 5, 6. Layer 6. Layer 7. Layer 8. And layer 7 is funky. Layer 7 should have more stuff going on. So next thing I want to do is add the curve, or the smart bone motion. And as you can see what I got going on here. Now I don't like that. I messed up somewhere. But I'm going to go back on the main line and fix it. So let's took See, now I can't see all the motion. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take all the layers, I'm going to go on the very bottom layer, and I'm going to drag it down. So now I'm going to look at where I messed up. Okay, layer 6 should have, let's go back, frame 0. I'm going to draw, hit enter. Layer 7, it's only got one guy there. I want to, this time we'll do add points, enter. So now I'm happy with the changes. I'm going to push everything back up here. And the smart bone action will still work. As you can see. So that's the two ways of making frame by frame. And the cool thing about it is that it's reversible. So when you play, you get something like that. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you found this interesting. Bye.